Hey there, welcome back to New Eyes Open. Showing up again another day for me, showing up for you, encouraging you to show up for yourself. And yesterday I talked about baby steps. Today I am showing you what that looks like. So I know I've mentioned a few times I've been clearing out a space for myself where it's quiet and I can think, and I really like just the ambiance in here. I did before I even had it set up as a office slash she shed area. And little by little, I've been doing little things just to make my heart happy, or even more happy in this space. And so today I was adding a few little touches. Like, I have a broken mug that used to be my favorite mug that I actually gifted myself for Mother's Day a few years back. There's a local artisan who, her work is just beautiful. And it was Mother's Day. We had gone to the farmer's market, and here, I'll show you. So I saw this mug and I wanted to get it. Isn't it beautiful? Except for it broke. And so I got to use it about a year and a half, and then the handle broke on it, but it's so pretty. And every time I look at it, I love the artwork. The woman who made it, she and I have gotten to know each other, and she has a beautiful heart as well. So every time I look at it, I think of her. I think of how she pours her heart into her work, and how, it's just creative and beautiful, and there's the whole thing. And then, yeah, my little sage bundle in there that I got from my children for Mother's Day another year. And instead of tossing away my favorite mug that makes my heart happy, I just decided, you know what, we're going to take it, broken handle and all, and make it a statement piece, and put it somewhere where I can see it and it still makes me happy. And so it's on a shelf in here. And to that, I actually also hung up some curtains that I like. I love this color of blue. I like the texture, I like the feel of the fabric, and so that just added something in. And then I took the light that's usually over my head and put it behind me, and I don't know, I like the warm glow it adds to this. So we were talking about little steps, and the other day, yesterday, I was talking about how I see the 100 steps, and I don't know, it's probably been, almost a year now that I've had this vision in my mind of what this space could be out here. But I also knew all the various steps that were needed to make this space what I wanted it to be. And originally the walls were not painted. This was, we moved very quickly. We had a 1 week turnaround from moving from one place to another, and this part of this building ended up just being a makeshift storage unit for a little bit. And we had just tossed all our stuff in here. Actually, not tossed it. I had put it neatly in here. And then, I was overwhelmed with the fact that if I was going to do anything to it, I had to take everything out, and because I wanted to paint the space. And so last year, last fall, probably, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. Like, if it's ever going to happen, I have to take the first step. And so the first step was we took everything out of here, all the stuff that had accumulated as a makeshift storage area, shifted it over into another part of the building, cleared this whole place out, did all the things. Now, I will say I didn't prepare the walls the way I typically would if I was going to paint something, but at the time, kind of like these videos, the goal was to just get it done. Done is better than perfect. And so that was the goal, and it was painted. And when I moved things back in, I did it in a thoughtful manner. All our camping stuff is together, and all, everything was on one side of this space so that I knew I had the whole other side for me. And then life happens as it happens, and stuff starting encroaching on my empty space started quickly getting filled up. And my gosh, isn't that an analogy for life? And just, if you do not clear your space, actually or figuratively, and decide what you're going to fill it with, and start filling it, or at least put a space holder there. So for your calendar, this looks like calendar blocks. For your life, this looks like, people call them boundaries. And just say, no, this is my space. I have a vision for it. It's got to stay blocked off. Well, I didn't do that. So once again, when I got back to, okay, this is going to be my space, I am going to do this, I had to clear things out and start intentionally putting the things that I wanted in this space where I wanted them. And it's not perfect yet. There's still some things in front of me that need to be, dealt with, that aren't meant to live where they're living right now. But that's okay. This area feels good. This corner, I tend to like corners, always have. I've always had a thinking corner in pretty much every place that I've ever lived. A thinking nook. Nook sounds better than corner. And yeah, so that's where I am right now, in my thinking corner / actually it's way bigger than a corner now. I actually have my whole desk in here, and yeah, having all of that in here, and just looking backwards and seeing how even those baby steps, that some of them had a really, several months in between baby steps, still, if you keep taking the next step, eventually your space, your vision, your life, the way that you want it, will end up taking shape. All right. So I wanted to record just a quick video. I still have some things to do in here today, but before the day got too far gone, and we have a busy evening, I wanted to just kind of show you what is possible. If you imagine these being very rough hewn boards, walls, a little keels, a little paint can go a long ways in shifting a space. And same thing with your mindset, same thing with your calendar, same thing with your life. Think about what are the things that you can use that make you happy and that will transform your mindset, your space, your calendar into useful, positive spaces for you. And so with your mindset, I know another thing I've been working on a lot lately, and this probably should be a whole other video, is shifting that negative self-talk, or even just doubtful or critical self-talk, into positive and stating the reality that you want versus the reality that you see in the 3D, because you have to speak it before it can happen. You have to think it before you can speak it. And so really working with your mindset and getting that to a place where it's more automatic to speak to yourself positively, speak truth, which is positive, powerful, you are, instead of critical and you can't, I can't, I shouldn't, how did I, how could I, like all that is that's mind junk. Toss it in the junk pile and empty the trash. And then with your calendar, same kind of thing. What is eating up your time that isn't giving you a return on investment that feels good to your soul, that feels aligned with where you're wanting your reality to shift to? All right. I was a little jumbled at the end. Sorry about that. But hey, this is unscripted, and these are real, raw, and mostly unedited. I think I've edited one video so far, the one from outside, because we had an unexpected encounter happen. But other than that, yeah, you're getting it real, you're getting it raw, you're getting it live. Well, live for me, but recorded live. And yeah, that's what showing up looks like sometimes. It's not perfect. All the words don't flow out amazingly each time, but they're real and they're true. And I hope they blessed your heart today. Until next time, be well, my friend.